By road, it is located 30 kilometers north of the city of Kampong Thom in Cambodia. It was built in the 7th century under the reign of King Isanavarman I, and dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva, whilst the site also received alterations in the 10th century under King Rajendravarman II. The large site features triple enclosure walls containing some 14 temples with a causeway that leads to the east, which is believed to have once connected to the Stung San River. Located in the Sombor Preikok group of temples, Prasit Kray, also known as N18/M17, is popular with photographers for its stunning encasement by the roots of a tree. The temple is actually part of Prasit Sombor, a fact that is difficult to recognize today as the current access road divides the site, and only traces remain of Prasit Sombor's third and outermost enclosure. The shrine itself is rectangular, and underneath those tree roots, decoration of the outer walls can still be seen, in a similar style to other shrines in the area. The sandstone doorframe features an inscription on one side, and on the inner wall you can see pitching hooks that could be assumed to have once supported a wooden ceiling. It also featured a water spout that exited out the north wall. The exterior decor shows the ordinary elements, with the exception of building reductions which are absent here. It is true that they would have almost duplicated the false door, which one can hardly consider otherwise. A recess, which is repeated on each floor, constitutes the background of these false doors and false bays. Each false door is made up of a single body with 2 floors. The lower has an indication of the leaves above the basement and the base, common to the building. The lower floor has a cornice with balusters and birds. Its vertical ogee terrace is adorned with 2 niches that enclose a radiating motif. The floor, with a cornice of oblique leaves, simply offers in its middle a double plan preceded by a niche whose arc frames the same motif. The body itself is terminated by a pediment which seems to have been decorated with a reduction of an edifice. The floors of the tower are 3 in number. Preserved under the roots of a banyan tree, they show the rectangular plan terminated at the top by a vault between 2 gables. The departure of the arc by misfortune is not recognizable. Each of these floors has the following composition on the large sides: base, body with small pilasters, simple base and cornice decorated with birds, terrace sun with an almost vertical cove. In the center, the recess is preceded by a motif in 3 planes, a simple repetition of the level of the false door. On the rear plane, an arch encloses a small building carried by the intermediate plane, while the front plane ends in the ordinary arch niche. These 3 plans have a common cornice a little lower than that of the floor. Sombor Preikok Temple Zone is part of the remains of ancient Ishanapura, the temple in the lush forest, which was the capital of the Chenla Empire that flourished over much of Southeast Asia in the late 6th and early 7th centuries AD, and whose architectural achievements laid the foundations for those of the later.